Hare Krishna. It only rained for about 10 minutes, although I can't say that the rain is over. There's a lot of sounds of rolling thunder, and just by these few minutes of rain, the temperature has dropped about 10 degrees, so it's very pleasant. People are asking about my health. By Krishna's mercy, by Prabhupada's mercy, by the prayers of the Vaishnavas, by the care of my Russian doctor, Dhanvantari Gauranga, who is the disciple of His Holiness Jaipataka Swami Maharaj, and because of the constant care from my disciple Rati Manjari, COVID is past. I'm in the position now, it's called COVID rehabilitation, and I have to just get out and start walking so I can improve my circulation, get blood flowing to all the different parts of my body. I would really say that if there's one person responsible for me being alive, it's Rati Manjari. She was stocking up on medicine from Russia in an event that I did get COVID. And as soon as I tested positive with the doctor from Russia and Rati constantly monitoring things, you know, I've gotten through and I've tested negative. Rati has taken such good care. It's like morning, noon, and night. Whenever it's time for me to take a pill, she phones me. She's constantly monitoring my temperature, constantly monitoring my oxygen saturation, and constantly explaining the whole COVID process in a very encouraging way. Rati and her husband Akinchana had COVID last summer, and they started working with this doctor. And since that time, Rati has liaised between Dhanvantari, Gauranga, and different Russian patients, and helped them to get through. So basically, whenever I needed a blood test, an injection, anything, you know, it was all arranged by Rati Manjari. She, because she's worked with the doctor so closely, she could understand the different parameters that they would be looking for in the blood tests, and really, you know, monitoring things, you know, to make sure that the cytokinic storm in the beginning with COVID was brought under control. And yeah, I'm probably alive because of Rati Manjari. And the other day, you know, I gave a report that I tested negative, but the CT scan showed that my lungs were affected. And that's just part of COVID. Everybody's lungs get affected. And when I gave that report, some people started panicking, and they started, you know, talking about different medical protocols to use. And as my permanent caregiving doctors in South Africa, Sunil Mohan, he said people look at a scan and people want to start treating the scan instead of treating the patient. But Rati stayed right on track with Dhanvantari Govinda. And today at my house, I walked 5.5 kilometers without getting any heavy breathing or tiredness. And yeah, it's just a matter of continuing to build up now that that the worst is past. One unfortunate thing is that your immune system really takes a beating when you have COVID-19. And because my immune system was so worn, immediately I got shingles. And shingles is also a viral disease. It's a herpes virus. It's the herpes virus that we get when we have chicken pox when we're kids, and it stays in the body throughout our entire life, and when our immune system gets worn down, it comes out. So my right arm, you know, my right shoulder and my right arm is pretty much covered with shingles lesions, and all I can say is they really, really hurt. The pain of shingles is not like a normal pain, it's a nerve pain. And I was taking a very heavy drug for a few days to stop the pain. But that drug was leaving me basically like a zombie, just laying on my bed all day long. So in consultation with Sunil Mohan, and in consultation with Dhanvantari Gauranga, I'm taking a different medicine now, and I just started this afternoon. And I hope that the pain relief will come soon, because the pain is really horrible. Some of you may recall that before my mom passed away a couple of years, I was home, and I got stuck home for about 3 weeks. My mom had shingles at that time, and it just about killed her. And she told me at that time, she said she'd rather have 100 babies in a row than have to undergo the pain of shingles. So I'm dealing with that. I'm dealing with that, and hopefully it will patch up soon. And then it's just a matter of, rehabilitation and gradually building my strength back up. For some months, like 3 months prior to coming down with the COVID, I was really on a very directed exercise regime. I actually had a trainer, and I was exercising 6 days a week, and I was eating properly, and I was taking all my supplements. And that probably helped me a lot to get through the COVID as well. Yeah, I'd like for you all to just, say a few prayers of thanks to Srila Prabhupada and to Radhe Shyam, and to my doctor Dhanvantari Guranga, and especially to Rati Manjari, because she kept me alive. She really understood how the disease was working, and she was in constant liaison with the doctor. And I'm here, I'm still with you. So that's my health situation. And you can see that in Vrindavan, Radhe Shyam gave us a blessing and gave us a little bit of rain to cool things down some. And with that, I will sign off, say a prayer I can keep building up, and so I can be with you all again. All right, I'm going to stop now. Hare Krishna, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai.